Next month is going to be the release of New York Comic Con Funko exclusives. Now, normally Funko always wants to mention San Diego Comic Con as the best convention as terms to their exclusives, but I'm sure that a lot of us Funko fanatics would disagree and that we would say that New York Comic Con, 9 times out of 10, have the better exclusives. So for those that don't know me already, I am DK Wrestler, and in today's video, we're going to be going on the Tier Maker website, and we're going to be ranking every New York Comic Con exclusive pop from 2020 and 2021, and you're probably wondering where are all the prior years, and I've done 2 tier maker lists in the past covering those years since there's a huge history with Funko and New York Comic Con. So let's get right to it. Alright, so here is the tier maker website with all of the exclusives from 2020 and 2021, in which the categories from worst to best, we have Burn It, Could Have Been Better, Not Bad, Really Good, and then the top tier being Amazing. And the first pop we're going to be looking at is Captain Crook from the McDonald's lineup, and I'm going to have to put this under Really Good. I mean, this is a very old school McDonald's ad icon like mascot, so it was really cool when Funko had announced this pop because it is such an obscure character that it makes sense to be a Comic-Con exclusive. Then we got ourselves the Dum Dums Drum Man, and I'm also going to put this under Really Good considering that it's once again a very obscure ad icon. It makes sense to be a Comic-Con exclusive, and the detail is very nice as terms to this pop. Then we got ourselves the Glow in the Dark Beetlejuice, and I'm going to put this under Not Bad. I mean, I could have done it on Could Have Been Better, but I do like how the glow in the dark aspect is green, and if you've mentioned, or not mentioned, but if you've heard on the channel many of times from either myself or MD Shady, green is literally the best color when it comes to the glow in the dark aspect, so it definitely works for Beetlejuice. Then we got ourselves the Flocked Ein from Cowboy Bebop, and this was also a part of a Pop and Tea bundle. I'm going to put this under Not Bad. I mean, cool idea to make it a Pop and Tea bundle, and especially a great idea to make this character flocked, considering from what I know, this character is a dog. Then we got ourselves Junji Ito Sushi from the Junji Ito collection, one of these obscure animes, and I'm going to put this under Not Bad. I don't know too much about this anime, but the detail involved with this pop with like the candles on the head and then like the doll in his hand that is popified also is really nice as terms to detail. Then we got ourselves a lot of people's favorite pops from this specific convention. It's Danny Phantom, and I'm going to put them under Really Good. And a lot of yous would probably put him under Amazing, but my only nitpick gripe of why it's on Really Good is that I felt this pop should have been glow in the dark with those green eyes and especially the green energy in his hand, and maybe the end of himself where it's kind of going to a translucent effect. Could have also been glow in the dark, but nonetheless, either or, it could be Amazing, it could be Really Good, but I'm just putting it under Really Good for right now. Then we got ourselves the Breast Cancer Awareness Joker, and I'm going to put this under Not Bad. I mean, it is the older design of the Joker with like the swirly eyes, but I do like the cause of this pop where obviously it is meant to promote breast cancer awareness, so I did enjoy this lineup when it happened, not only here, but when they did the full wave of pops. Then we got ourselves Nightwing from Batman, and I'm also going to put this under Not Bad. We've gotten a couple of Nightwing pops prior to this, but I mean, this is more of, I guess you can say 2020 standards at the time, and still probably what it would look like in 2023 standards. Then we got ourselves Snake Plissken, and I'm gonna put this under Not Bad. I mean, pretty cool details, holding a blaster in his hand and then like a remote bomb, I guess it would be, and this is also a limited piece count pop, so that's why it's also Not Bad. Next up we have Bash from Fortnite, and once again I'm going to put this under Not Bad. I do enjoy the idea of Fortnite pops getting the Comic-Con exclusive treatment, considering that they did really overproduce the Fortnite lineup, and how I feel we haven't gotten Fortnite pops in so long because of that. So I feel like going forward, if they were to bring back Fortnite as terms to pops, that they should do it as Comic-Con exclusives where it's not so overproduced and that you're only getting a couple or even one at a time. Then we got ourselves Beachhead from G.I. Joe, and I'm going to put this under Not Bad, I guess. I wanted to say Could Have Been Better because of the basic detail of this, but I mean, it's probably accurate to what the character looks like, so I can't really base it off of the like simplicity when it's probably accurate to it. Then we got ourselves Harry Potter pops with Molly Weasley and the Burrow, and I'm gonna put this under really good, mainly because it's a brand new character that had never been done at this time for a convention, or really the Harry Potter lineup. You have the town of the Burrow, which I believe is the Weasley home. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong, but nonetheless, it's just a unique way to introduce a character that had never been made into pop form before. But speaking of a character that has had many pops, that is Ron Weasley from the World Cup, and I'm gonna put this under could have been better, and that's mainly because this should have been, in my opinion, in a 2-pack with the World Cup Harry Potter that was actually released at San Diego Comic-Con in the same year of 2020. So if it was in a 2-pack, it probably would have been under not bad, but Funko has this tendency of kind of separating characters and releasing them for different cons. Then we got ourselves Robin Sparkles, and I'm going to put this under really good. The How I Met Your Mother lineup had came out in 2020. We had Barney Stinson and we had Ted. It was awesome to see Robin Scherbatsky as Robin Sparkles, and it definitely makes sense for New York Comic Con, and I love the 80s style box that they had compared to what the How I Met Your Mother pops basically were. I think the only thing that could make this better into amazing is that maybe, just maybe, they could pull off the Diamond Collection specification, considering it is Robin Sparkles, and like her outfits, I know from the music videos that they showed off in the one episode, were really sparkly. So I think if they would have done that, it probably could have went under amazing. Then we have ourselves the Dixie and Pixie pops that were limited to 2,500 pieces. I think they were sold as a 2-pop bundle shared to the Funko shop, and I'm gonna put this under not bad. These are some pretty cool characters, but I felt it could have went under really good if, once again, this was a 2-pack and if both of these figures were flocked. Then we have ourselves the Polly Pigeon and Pizza Rat pops that are normally kind of like the mascots for New York Comic Con itself under the Icons lineup rather than the Add Icons. So with this Polly Pigeon, I'm actually going to put it under not bad because I do like this orange and blue colorway. It gives the feel of like the New York Islanders, and especially being from Canada, I do like hockey. This Pizza Rat, I'm going to put under could have been better. I'm just not entirely a fan of like the way it looks with the blue hat and like the style of pizza. Nothing against what looks to be like maybe green peppers and black olives, but I do like these two that were limited pieces better than those with the Pizza Rat and the Polly Pigeon, where it's not too much different. It's reversed roles as terms of the colors for the Polly Pigeon, but then for Pizza Rat, I do like how that orange hat stands out with the slice of pizza of what looks to be maybe like orange peppers and pepperoni, so that's pretty cool. Then we got ourselves Stitch as Baker, and with this pop, I'm going to put it under could have been better. And there's nothing really wrong with this pop. It could go under not bad, but I think because Stitch is holding a cake, I think it was a bit of a missed opportunity that Funko should have made this as a scented pop, and it would smell like whatever the flavor of the cake is, and I think that would have been really awesome. Then we got ourselves the Marvel Zombies lineup with Zombie Daredevil, and I'm going to put this under not bad. The zombie pops, even though there was always a bunch of bad hype as terms to the set, they do have some cool details involved with them. Then we got ourselves Red Goblin, and I'm going to put Red Goblin under really good as terms to not only detail, but there is a bit of personal reaction, because for those that might not know, Red Goblin is a mix of Green Goblin with the Carnage symbiote, and if you know me best, I love collecting the Carnage pops, so I knew when this came out I had to get it to kind of add it as like a bonus pop for my Carnage set, so this was a really cool pickup when it released in 2020. Venomized Magneto, and I'm also going to put this under not bad, and if I was specifically ranking these, it'd probably be like at the end of not bad and like beginning of could have been better. It's just the way that they pulled this off is a little weird, but I do like how they made the symbiote as the cape also to make it as a stand so it stands up properly, which I do like. The Street Art Deluxe of Miles Morales, and I think we can all collectively agree, burn it. This was one of the worst ideas that Funko has done, and this kind of led to the whole artist series that we would see literally in late 2020 going into pretty much the entire year of 2021. I don't know, it just like, I get what they were doing, but I think it would have been better if they took the normal looking characters and then add street art in the background. And then we have ourselves King Hiss, which I realized when I did this list, I also forgot to add Ninjor, which is also from Masters of the Universe and was a New York Comic Con 2020 exclusive. And regardless, King Hiss will represent both of these pops under the not bad category. I think the detail looks really cool, but I guess at the same time, not really my cup of tea. And then we have ourselves the 10-inch Beast Man from Masters of the Universe, and I'm going to put this under could have been better, and it's mainly because did we really need it as a 10-inch? Not exactly, but I think there was a missed opportunity once again that to make this a little bit more worth buying, they should have made it as a flocked figure. Then we have ourselves Mr. Compress from My Hero Academia, and I'm going to put this under really good. I always enjoy when Funko does the My Hero Academia pops, and especially when they are the villains pops. And I think Mr. Compress looks pretty cool with this outfit. I know they did the newer one for the deluxe set, but I think this one is a bit better and it's a more known outfit for Mr. Compress. Kaguya, I don't exactly know how it's pronounced, from Naruto, and I'm going to put this under really good also, mainly because of the detail. I've only seen the original Naruto, I've never seen Shippuden, and I haven't seen Boruto, but this looks really awesome, especially up the sleeve where there's a face, so that's pretty scary. It's kind of hard to see while you guys are looking at it because the tier maker website won't show off like literally the full-on photo of what it looks like. It's just the middle of that photo, but nonetheless a really detailed pop. And then we have the Jiminy Cricket for the Pinocchio lineup, and I'm going to put this under not bad. I really love the detail of the stand, and especially how he's using the umbrella to kind of fly down. I think that was really cool. The flocked Pokemon pops, which I did like the idea of when Funko did the flocked Pokemon pops, and then just kind of got excessive with like, now we're going to do Diamond Collection, which we'll get into in a little bit, and then Metallic. So for Growlithe and Pikachu, I'm going to put the flocked Growlithe under really good, but I'm going to put the flocked Pikachu under not bad. I put Growlithe under really good considering it makes sense for Growlithe to be flocked, and I mean, it was the only time we got flocked Growlithe, while with Pikachu, we had already gotten like 4 variants of Pikachu prior to that, plus I believe there was a different flocked Pikachu that I felt was better than this angry Pikachu that was made here. And then we have ourselves Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and I think this is where we can collectively agree that these will both be the very first pops going under the amazing category. God, these pops look amazing, and people were pumped when these were announced. This should have been a 2-pack, but I believe from what I remember, Mermaid Man was originally slated to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and Barnacle Boy was slated to be here at New York Comic-Con, but of course, because of the pandemic that had happened, it had really delayed Mermaid Man to where they needed to release it at New York Comic-Con instead of San Diego. But nonetheless, both of these pops, the facial expression involved, the detail is just spot on. I don't know if they could have possibly pulled it off better. I think it represents both the characters very well. Then we have the Futura Boba Fett with the Slave One bag. I'm going to put this under not bad, and even though the design is a little whack in my opinion, I think what saves it is the Slave One bag that it comes with, and this is back in the day when they weren't really charging, I believe, 120 US like they do now with Funko Pop and Bag bundles, so that was a really cool item, and especially being only limited to 1,000 pieces instead of, I believe, 3,000 or 4,000 like today's Pop and Bag bundles. Child with Pendant, at this time, the character was not called Grogu yet, so I do have to call it as the Child. And I gotta put this under could have been better. We had seen so many Child / Grogu pops even at this point, and this was technically like the first year we got the Child. By the time that this came out, I mean, it was like kind of like a cool scene involved with this for the Mandalorian, but I don't know. I don't think it was really even meant to be made, or should have been made, I should say. The Jedi training Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia pops, and I'm going to put this under not bad. I mean, this was actually kind of a cool scene, and I believe it was the Rise of Skywalker that this happened, but I think once again, why wasn't this a 2-pack, especially because this was released, I know for a fact, as a 2-pop bundle where you couldn't get one or the other, you had to buy both of them at the same time. Recyclops, Dwight Schrute, which they're going to call it version 3. I know for a fact this is version 5, and they missed the opportunity on making multiples, but I'm going to put this under I'm gonna put it under really good because this is a funny moment of Recyclops. I think this one and the first one that they did for Emerald City Comic Con earlier in the year were really awesome and are the best representations. I wish they would have done a 5-pack involving the actual 5 versions of Recyclops instead of only doing 3 out of the 5. I think that would have been much better. Fezzik from The Princess Bride, and this pop is awesome. I gotta put it under not bad. And it's really awesome to see Andre the Giant get some Funko love, non-WWE wise, and I think this pop looks awesome. Comic book guy, I think once again, we might collectively agree, this is an amazing Funko Pop. This is one of those things where it's like, it's not another Homer, it's not another Bart, it's another obscure character that makes sense to be a Comic-Con exclusive, and the way they did the mustache is hilarious, or the whole beard, and then adding the comic book into the sleeve, and the sleeve is translucent. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Wolfman Bart, or Werewolf Bart as it actually says on the box, and I'm going to put this under really good, and the only reason, once again, and I mentioned this a couple times, this is not under amazing because of the fact that this should have been flocked. I think this was a little bit of a missed opportunity, but nonetheless, it was cool to see it release around this time since it's close to Halloween, and that's when people would be watching the Treehouse of Horror episodes. The young Ben from Umbrella Academy, and you know what? I'm going to put this under really good. I mean, the blood detail is absolutely awesome. Still to this day, I feel like it is the best pop in the Umbrella Academy lineup. It was limited to 2,000 pieces, so this was a very hard piece to actually get throughout this convention. Then we got ourselves the Carl and Ellie movie moments where they're like painting the fence and the mailbox, and I'm gonna put this under really good. The Wonder Woman glow-in-the-dark pop from the Wonder Woman 84 movie, and I'm gonna put this under not bad. I do like the aspect of glow-in-the-dark as terms of the lasso and the lightning bolt. Now we are here for the year of 2021, and this was an interesting year because it was kind of divided into two, and we'll actually get into that because I have included the Festival of Fun exclusives into this list, considering it was meant to be New York Comic Con exclusives, except because of pandemic restrictions and delays, that Festival of Fun was New York Comic Con Part 2, but released 2 months later at Emerald City Comic Con. So the first pop for what was the actual New York Comic Con and was able to release on time is the Pumpkin McNugget from McDonald's, and I'm going to put this under not bad. Then we have the Netherlands, and I'm going to put this under could have been better. I don't really know of many people that actually enjoyed the It's a Small World lineup. Tiamat from Dungeons and Dragons, and God, this is amazing pop. I mean, the whole detail with the 5 heads, they're all different colors, and this entire year they were killing it with Dungeons and Dragons pops, and even going into the following year, and still even today, they're always killing it with the Dungeons and Dragons pops, and I always love when they do it as Comic-Con exclusives because, like I mentioned, they kill it with the details, and it's such a unique lineup for Funko fanatics to collect. Then we have ourselves the Yzma as Cat, but as the Scout, and it was a pop and bag bundle once again, and I'm going to put this under not bad. Lafayette from Hamilton, and I'm going to put this under not bad. Hamilton was a really popular show, especially if you were watching it on Disney Plus, and little known fact, I still haven't seen Hamilton, which I'm so behind on that. Then we have the Polly Pigeon pops, both the green outfit and the white outfit, with the white one being limited to 1,500 pieces. These are going under could have been better. I think the ones they did the year prior in 2020 were much better with the orange and the blue, while the green and the white, while they kind of represent the colors of the New York Jets, I believe, for NFL, I don't know, it just doesn't look entirely the greatest. And then we have ourselves the Pizza Rat here, and I'm going to put this under not bad. It actually might be my favorite Pizza Rat pop from the years that we're talking about right now. I think they did an excellent job with the choice of the fur color, the pizza, which I believe was the same one as the one of them from the prior years, but then the multicolor hat with like the purple, pink, red, and yellow. I think they did this one pretty well. Then we have Stitch with rollers and drawing, and this is a could have been better. Then we have both Zodak and Snakeface from Masters of the Universe, and I will put this under not bad. I mean, this is really cool, and if I'm not mistaken, this actually actually might have been the first year that Funko did Masters of the Universe under the Retro Toys lineup, while the prior years, I believe, with like Beastman that we talked about a bit ago, were in the television lineup. Then we have My Hero Academia pops of the Translucent Suyu and the Weekend All Might, and I'm gonna put both of these under not bad. I really like the Weekend All Might because I believe this was from season 4, if I'm not mistaken, and that was actually the last season I had seen of My Hero Academia, and I still haven't caught up yet on season 5, and I believe 6 is out now, but nonetheless, it was really cool to see this and seeing more Weekend All Might because I like that molding better than the buffed All Might. Jiraiya with popsicles from Naruto, and I'm gonna put this under not bad. When I watched the original Naruto series, Jiraiya and I believe it was Rock Lee were my favorite characters, so when there is a Jiraiya pop, it gets me excited because I do enjoy that character. Very funny character. Mo Shroot, and this is a bit personal, but I gotta put this under amazing. When you talk about office pops that are just like brand new and meant to be exclusives, I mean, they hit it out of the ballpark with Mo Shroot. This is awesome. The beard, the posing, the fear shirt. It is definitely not only one of the best Comic-Con exclusive office pops, but I think it's one of the best office pops that Funko has produced. The Diamond Collection Eevee, and I gotta put this under burn it. I mean, the Flocked made sense, the Diamond Collection just did not, in my opinion. Some people did enjoy them, and some of the pops did look good, like the Vaporeon from Emerald City Comic-Con earlier in that year, but something about brown and adding glitter to it, just, I don't know, it just didn't work right in my opinion. Boba Fett unmasked from the Mandalorian, and I'm gonna actually put this under really good, and especially because this was like the first appearance that you've seen him before they added him with his armor into the Book of Boba Fett series, and they did an excellent job with the head sculpt and replicating what he looks like in the show. Savant from the Suicide Squad, and I'm going to put this under not bad. I believe this was Michael Rooker's character in the movie, so it was really cool, even though it had a small part in the movie, that this was a Comic-Con exclusive. Arthur pulling Excalibur from the Sword and the Stone, and I'm going to put this under not bad once again. Goofy from the Three Musketeers, and I'm going to put this under not bad also. Once again, I think this would have made sense if they would have done a 3-pack of the Three Musketeers instead of having, I believe it was Mickey for Emerald City Comic-Con, Donald for San Diego Comic, or no, it was, I think, Donald for WonderCon, Mickey for San Diego, and then Goofy for New York Comic Con. I think it would have been better if they would have done a 3-pack, but of course, like I mentioned earlier, I believe with like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, or it was something else that had like 2 pops, Funko has this tendency of wanting to like split the pops for 2 different conventions instead of releasing them in a multi-pack at the same time. Carnage from the Venom Let There Be Carnage movie, and I'm going to put this under not bad, and even though this design of Carnage does not look as good as they did with the comic books, and especially because I am a big Carnage collector in terms to Funko, this probably was the best Carnage that they did for the set, especially because it looks like the Carnage with tendrils that they did as the comic book version from New York Comic Con 2018. Except it's for more of the movie, so I do think it is the best pop of that entire set. And then we have the last pop as terms to the actual New York Comic Con before going to Festival of Fun. That is the glow-in-the-dark Polaris from X-Men, and I'm gonna put this under not bad. Then we're going on to the Festival of Fun exclusives, aka New York Comic Con Part 2, starting off with the Play-Doh Pete Pops. And I think it's easy to say limited piece blue outfit will go under not bad, and the red outfit goes under really good, considering when you look at the Play-Doh logo, he's wearing red. So that's what you easily recognize the Play-Doh Pete character as with the red outfit, while with the blue one, it was cool and it made sense to be limited piece, since if you were really picky on wanting to get the blue outfit also, only limited people would be able to get it. While with the red one, it's more recognizable, it made more sense to be more of the, I guess, common per se. Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender, and I'm gonna put this under not bad. Punchline, I'm also gonna put under not bad, considering it's a very obscure Batman character. The Jasmine with the gold dress, it's gotta be a could have been better. Was never really a fan of the Disney gold dress with the pin pops. Dodoria from Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna put under not bad, pretty cool detail. The Freddy Funko Pops, I don't know. I'm going to put it under could have been better. If you know the channel very well, I don't exactly have hype as terms to Freddy Funko. Maybe if they would have actually done the cool basketball posings like they did with like the OG Michael Jordan, I think it could have been under not bad. Then we have ourselves the Cheddar Goblin, and I'm going to put this under not bad. I really love the detail of the white, or sorry, not the white eyes, the yellow eyes, and especially with the macaroni noodles hanging out of the mouth. I think they did an excellent job with that detail. Then we got the Doctor Strange Supreme from the What If series, and I gotta put this under really good. Like, the detail is fantastic. It is so unique, and I think it definitely was one of the better pops in terms to the What If set, so that's definitely a plus. And then we have the Diamond Collection Pikachu, and God, yeah, it's burn it. Like, already, it was not bad to have the flocked angry Pikachu because it makes sense for Pikachu to be flocked. But once again, then we had this stupid sitting Pikachu that no one wanted even the common for. So what makes people think that they're actually going to get the Diamond Collection version of that? Then we have the Great Garloo, and I'm going to put this under not bad. Really cool, obscure retro toy, and made sense to be 1,000 pieces since I don't think it's well known of a retro toy. Then we have ourselves Tracks from Transformers. I'm going to put this under not bad. I always enjoy the look of the Transformers pops. The Blacklight Jimi Hendrix, I'm going to put under not bad. I do like the previous Blacklight pops that they did, especially the one on the Funko shop, more than this one, although the multicolor added to this does look pretty sweet. John Lennon with the NYCC shirt, and I'm going to put this under not bad. This is a huge example of how this was definitely meant to be a New York Comic Con exclusive because of the New York City t-shirt. Alexis Rose from Schitt's Creek, and I'm going to put her under not bad. I think they did a pretty decent job as terms to this pop here. Stupid Sexy Flanders from The Simpsons, and you know that this has got to go under amazing. It is one of the more memorable moments of The Simpsons, and I mean, God, I see so many people like imitate this scene all the time, and the posing is amazing, showing the cheeks. They did a great job. I actually kind of like this pop better than the comic book guy, even though both those pops are pretty elite pops for the Simpsons lineup. Then we got ourselves South Park with Kyle as Tooth Decay, and it's not bad of a pop. I think it's one of the more least memorable pops, or not pops, but moments in South Park. So it's cool that they made it as a Comic-Con exclusive, I guess. Cad Bane, and I'm also going to put this under not bad. I do enjoy the San Diego Comic-Con 2018 version that they did for the Clone Wars as the best one, and then I think I do like the live action version that they did for the Book of Boba Fett better than this one, but still a pretty cool pop to have Cad Bane because he's such a badass. Then we have the Blue Superman, and I'm going to put this under not bad. And then last but not least, we have ourselves Geralt from The Witcher, and I gotta put this under could have been better. I mean, it's just a simplistic posing. Did they really need to make this? Maybe, but I don't know. I just feel like it's one of the more lackluster ones. But that's gonna be the end of this tier maker ranking list. And if you enjoyed this tier maker ranking list, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the list. It's my list. It's not the official list that you should agree with, but let me know what you think should have went where. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.